13-year-old out of Richmond, Texas.
What you're going to see here is the presentation of oneself. This is the core of the ATA traditional leadership program where, the mind was not designed to memorize. The mind was designed to create. So being creative, walking up, presenting yourself, strong commanding voice, strong eye contact, strong body position. You can see the intensity coming out of her eyes. This is the creative part. As we move away from the traditional, you're going to see a lot more expression, a lot more emotion, and that's what's going to make the difference between this and the traditional competition divisions. Now, Micayla is a third-degree black belt. She started as a tiny tiger, well-rounded student, part of student government, and an ATA champion. Here's what the judges are going to be looking for. Multiple kick combinations instead of just single or double. Adding the spins is much more creative. And mixing up the different hand techniques.
Had a chance to read Micayla's essay before the competition. She talked about respect, respecting her parents, respecting her teachers, respecting her fellow students and competitors.
Absolutely. That is one of the core fundamentals of our ATA leadership program.
Micayla Francisco, impressive.
We always talk about starting and finishing strong. That's how we do it, and that was definitely a solid finish for Micayla.
Definitely going to be tough to top. As our next competitor comes out, Lawsin. He is also 11 years old from Huntersville, North Carolina. His master, Gonzalo Cabrera.
We talk about strong facial expression and how that's going to help ward off and keep bullies away, strangers from messing with you. That is definitely a face that nobody's going to want to mess with. Now, Mr. Lawsin is a 5-time world champion. He's a 2-time ESPN champion. This is going to be hard to beat. Nice opening kick combination, mixing up the sweeps on the one knee. We call that levels. Feet, knee, then back up in the air with the spinning kicks.
Mr. Lawsin in the 6th grade, and he is the class president of his class.
That is so typical of an ATA champion, doing extracurriculars like student council, Miss Francisco, class president, straight A's, and maintaining a competitive schedule where they're traveling all over the country. Excellent balance there for a strong finish.
Mr. Lawsin putting on a show. He talked about belief as the significant motivation in his life. Even when the chips are down, you always have to believe.
Judges ready. Judges, go!
Mr. Lawsin, our champion in creative forms.
That'll make him a 3-time ATA champion.
Why do you think his performance was a little bit better than Micayla's?
His technique was a little bit more clean, and his combinations were a little bit more complex than Francisco's.
Let's meet him. Mr. Pelkey, it's all yours.
All right, congratulations, great job. What was going through your mind just before you started, before your music started?
Well, I'm successful, I'm a winner, and I'm a champion, and I know I can do it.
Confidence goes a long way. If your friends were to ask you why they should participate in ATA, what would you tell them?
Well, you could become a leader for others to follow and be a role model, and be a good leader.
There you go, guys. That's a great answer and a great performance. We're off to a terrific start.